guardar silencio y mantener sus teléfonos apagados o en modo silencioso. Muchas gracias.
Good afternoon, distinguished authorities, members of High Command, members of Sub-High Command, chairs, and future delegates. The heads of Sub-High Command Special Events, Paulina Olivas Contreras and Tiffany Lara Barrueta, would like to welcome you to the Committee Fair for the 13th edition of the Model of the United Nations Instituto Oriente Munio 2022. It is an honor to present the authorities and members of High Command that join us today.
Academic Director, José Anastasio Godínez González.
Cali Coordinator, Andrew Smith Durans.
Secretary General, Mariana Reyes Vargas.
Secretary for Committees, Jorge Adrián Guerrero Luis.
Secretary for Logistics, Samuel Solorzano Yaven. We are celebrating the 13th edition of the Instituto Oriente Model of the United Nations, and the organization team is honored to present all the work what the chairs have done in order to announce the topics that will be debated in each committee for this edition. Now, the Sub-High Command Design Division has prepared special videos to present the 13 committees for Munio 2022. Consider your options carefully.
To the model of the United Nations Instituto Oriente 2022. My name is Fernanda Lopez Laquilo, and it is my great honor to be the President of the General Assembly. I will be there to help you and guide you through this model.
Hello, delegates. My name is Ikra Montiel Perez, and it is my pleasure to be your moderator. My job is to guide the debates in order to have fluid and efficient discussions.
Hello, my name is Diana Ruiz Montero, and I have the honor of being your secretary during this model. I will be there following your progress and helping you understand the importance of communication within the committee.
In the last decade, it's become increasingly normal for civil liberties to be eroded and for government agencies to spy on citizens, to collect and store their personal information.
As more and more data is generated about us, as we go about our daily lives, it's essential that data protection is seen as a human rights issue and not just as a compliance issue.
The repercussions of the violation of the right to privacy in a digital age is one of the two topics we chose. The 21st century has seen new technological opportunities, not only the internet, but social media, artificial intelligence, and medicine. However, it has also made personal information more susceptible to incorrect use. Hence, technological opportunities present both risks and benefits to human rights.
The protection against discrimination and the non-justified criminalization against the LGBTQ men, women, and individuals of all ages. Innocent people that are being treated as criminals for simply having a sexual orientation or gender identity outside of heteronormativity. Millions of people from all over the world are being oppressed and suffering violations to their human rights.
Individuality. It's something we all have in common, but for some, the thing that makes them different, being gay, lesbian, bi, trans, or intersex, marks them out for abuse.
These issues are important. We are experiencing them every day, and every person has the right to a free and dignified life without having to worry about your security or life because of who you are. It will be up to you to decide which topic you want to debate.
Thank you for your attention. We cannot wait to be your chair.
Have been calling for a full investigation into all origin hypotheses, including what I see as a very likely possibility that this pandemic started from an accidental lab incident followed by a criminal cover-up.
CBS News has learned some government officials are considering the theory that the coronavirus may have leaked from a lab in Wuhan, China.
Hello, delegates. My name is Betsa Hernandez Rios, and I will be the president of the Security Council for the 13th edition of Munio. This committee is responsible for the conservation of international peace and security. The topic of this year is countries hosting pathogens labs causing biosecurity and biosafety threats. The chair would like you to join us and be part of this amazing experience. As a chair, we will help all the time.
Hello delegates, I'm Mónica Solano Rangel and I will be the moderator of this committee. Our topic consists of existent threats to global security caused by laboratory leaks and the several violations to biosecurity and biosafety. Various countries have laboratory facilities from different biosafety levels, which are in bad conditions and lack attention. This can lead to unacceptable consequences that have already been seen throughout history.
New microbes are emerging, drug resistance is increasing, and bioterrorists could strike any nation. In all of these scenarios, CDC is America's front line of defense.
Mexico City's Chamber of Commerce estimates the city has been losing $58 million per day since the outbreak began. Chamber President Arturo Mendicuri says that does not include restaurant closings or the absence of tourists.
Hello delegates, I'm the secretary of this committee, Javier Cobastanus. The model of the United Nations organized by Instituto Oriente has many objectives. Between them, to form a critical point of view in students. And in this debate, we're going to discuss about biosafety and biosecurity, and we're going to find solutions to many problems related to biological weapons.
We're thrilled to be working with you all on this year's Munio edition. We will be waiting for you with arms wide open.
High-tech age, more and more people are working from home. A new survey suggests that's almost 60% of office workers telecommute at least once a week.
Pardon me.
Employers have expressed anxieties about productivity while working from home.
Hello and welcome to the Economic and Social Council. My name is Daniela Martinez and I will be this committee's president. Now, my fellow members of the chair and I will be presenting ECOSOC's topic for Munio's 13th edition, which is the consequences in society and the impact in economy of working from home.
Hi, my name is Isabela Cebes and I will be the moderator. I am very thrilled to lead this year's debate regarding this very new but also very important topic for nowadays society.
Now there are no barriers, there are no boundaries. You can be contacted at any point in time.
Let's say we got to get a task done. We're designing something and we're doing it, in multiple cities in different time zones now. I don't care when they work, it's when the task is finished. Productivity is significantly higher when you give people what they want. Maybe they're taking care of an aged parent, maybe they're raising kids, maybe they don't want to commute.
Every delegate will have the opportunity to dialogue and interchange ideas with each other in order to find viable solutions for this matter and future issues that the pandemic may bring along the way. Hello, my name is Sofia Ruiz Sanchez and I'm honored to be this year's ECOSOC secretary. I would like to invite all delegates to take part in this Economic and Social Council in order to participate in challenging debates with the purpose of seeking to innovative solutions to any upcoming situations regarding this year's very recent and unexplored topic. I hope you will enjoy and take advantage of this opportunity.
Thank you for your time, delegates. The chair is excited to work with you and hopes to see you soon.
Hello, my name is Juan Carlos Encinas, and I will be the president of the Human Rights Council, which means that I will be making sure that both the protocol and the committee go in the correct way.
Hi, my name is Diego Terral de Rosano, and I will be your moderator. As your moderator, I will be responsible for the development of the debate.
Hello, I'm Juan Alberto Medin Perez. I will be your secretary. I will be the one in charge of taking attendance and giving points to the delegates according to their opinion of the debate.
At least 50 journalists and media employees were killed in connection with their work in the past year. That's according to an annual report compiled by Reporters Without Borders.
The Human Rights Council is the one in charge of discussing human rights situations that require attention throughout the year.
Many of my fellow journalists, their friends, and their families wish that they could forget the year 2018. Let's run through the numbers to understand a little bit better. Reporters Without Borders says that 80 journalists have been killed so far this year. Now, that's 15 more than last year, and it makes 2018 the most lethal on record.
The deliberate deprivation of life of both journalists and activists around the world is an ongoing problem that has increased exponentially over the last few years, and it must be stopped, seeking for solutions that will help protect both their lives and rights.
So where is it most deadly to be a journalist?
In an extensive study by the Committee to Protect Journalists, it was reported that since 1992, over 1,000 journalists around the world have been killed. A number died during a dangerous assignment, like covering a street protest or while reporting on a war zone. However, an overwhelming majority are outright murdered, usually while covering politics. What's worse is that only 4% of those murders see full criminal prosecution. According to the CPJ study, the most dangerous country to be a journalist is Iraq, where 167 journalists have been killed, nearly all since 2003.
This chair hopes that the delegates can analyze and debate in order to find solutions to this problem.
Diabetes in children is on the rise in the wake of COVID. Doctors say type 1 is also increasing. 7 News' Kimberly Brown spoke with doctors to find out what's behind this pattern.
The world of diabetes can be confusing and at times overwhelming, but what I have found from talking to doctors and even parents is that there is hope no matter which type you're dealing with.
From 2019 to 2020, we've seen a 64% increase in our patients with new onset diabetes of all types. I will tell you that our type 1 patients have increased dramatically as well.
Welcome, delegates. My name is Daniela Salmoran Becerra, and I am the president of the World Health Organization. My job in this committee consists in supervising the correct exercise of the protocol, also being a support for the other members of the chair and for you, fellow delegates.
Hello, delegates. My name is Alejandro Hidalgo Horta, and I will be your moderator. My job in this committee is to maintain respect and make this debate as enrichful and fluid as possible.
Hi, I'm David Hatuni Lopez Rubí, and I will be your secretary. My job in this committee will be to analyze the arguments that the delegates comment in the debate.
When you've got type 1 diabetes, you can't make any insulin at all. If you've got type 2 diabetes, it's a bit different. The insulin you make either can't work effectively or you can't produce enough of it. In both types of diabetes, because glucose can't get into your cells, it begins to build up in your blood. And too much glucose in your blood causes a lot of different problems. High glucose levels in your blood can seriously damage your heart, your eyes, your feet, and your kidneys.
In this edition, the topic select is the importance of nutritional habits for the prevention of diabetes.
The World Health Organization Committee is in charge of guaranteeing the best health conditions possible for every human being.
As a chair, we know that the WHO committee is one with the most important function, that is to preserve the health. That is why we trust you to have the best proposals to carry out this edition.
Venezuelan soldiers opened fire on a chartered boat that was ferrying 3 GGMC mines officers from Arau.
Hello, my name is Manuel Sanchez Luján, and I will be the moderator in International Court of Justice. This committee is very different from others, since it is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations. Our mission is to preserve the peace by settling legal disputes between states and using adversary opinions on legal questions. So, your mission, judges and advocates, is to find the best solution from a formal agreement in the debate.
President David Granger smiled with a sense of victory for Guyana as he announced that the United Secretary General Antonio Guterres has sent the Guyano-Venezuelan land dispute to the International Court of Justice, ICJ.
Venezuela rejects the infamous decision of the International Court of Justice.
What would you do for the people you love? If you could make a wish, what would you do for it? Can a man be in peace at last? In a world where injustice is increasingly common, the judges and advocates of the International Court of Justice can make a difference and help citizens marred in conflict. However, the conflicts are not easy at all, and if the difference is not made, the consequences will be reflected later. Consequently, even if Venezuela will not be present at the trial, the fairest and most critical solutions must be made, or it will be too late. My name is Erwin Vivar. I will be the Secretary of the International Court of Justice, and after making many questions, I think we have forgotten to act.
The issue has become more pertinent in recent years after Guyana discovered vast quantities of oil, some of it close to the disputed area.
I tell my colleagues in other countries, this is not something we could ignore.
Welcome to the International Court of Justice. Luck is for those who are not prepared. Success is for those who are. Hello, my name is Alejandro Vázquez, and I will be your president in this model of the International Court of Justice. Having the opportunity to participate in a model like this is a privilege that not everyone can enjoy. Having the power to make a change in our society is not only a right, but also our obligation as next generations. We hope to see you in the court so you can take off the blindfold and make a word for the best, fair, and most people in the next generations.
We imagine a tomorrow filled with unity, not division, a tomorrow that delivers equality, long overdue. A tomorrow galvanized to tackle the world's great challenges. 2020 upended norms and our understanding of normal. It was a year no one could predict. But we've endured hard years before. We've endured tragedy before. We emerged from those years stronger, wiser, better. And so it will be with this year, too.
Hello, we are the chair of the Emergency Security Council for this 13th edition of Munio. My name is Antonio Padilla Medina, and I will be your president.
My name is Alessandra Hernández Rodríguez, and I will be your secretary. I am María José Espinosa Senderos, and I will be your moderator.
Here in the Emergency Security Council, we take care of emergency issues that affect the global peace and security, solving them quickly and effectively.
The Emergency Security Council is in charge of giving solutions to any issue that the war urgently requires. The chair and delegates will do their best to give effective solutions to any issue that might present. As a chair, we believe that the Emergency Security Council is the perfect option for those delegates who want to prove themselves against tough issues.
I was with my trafficker, and he was, giving me drugs so that I can work and do, the sexual activities without a care.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah Sol, and I will be your president for the United Nations Entity for Gender Equality and the Empowerment of Women.
Hello, my name is Viridiana Lezama, and I will be your secretary. As a chair, we need your help to find possible solutions to this issue that has affected us all as society over years.
Hello, my name is Anay Ortiz, and I will be your moderator in this edition of Munio. I would like you to invite you to this committee, not just for looking for the best solution, but also having a conversation with other delegates. This year's topic for the committee is trafficking of women and girls for the purpose of sexual and economic exploitation.
The young women have to hand over all their daily earnings. Experts estimate that Nigerian gangs make several hundred million euros every year this way.
Trafficking in women is about limiting the freedom of women and girls and forcing them to be sexually enslaved. We as a chair are very concerned that this issue will be not resolved as soon as possible.
But now they're seeing, listen, I can grab this girl, I could put her to work 10 times a night, making thousands of dollars a week, and I'm selling that product over and over again.
It is important to know that sex trafficking and prostitution are not synonyms, and that prostitution is just simply one type of work of victims of sex trafficking.
We hope that you have the same interest as us for this topic, and we would love to have you as a delegate in our committee and be part of the change. Thank you, and stay safe.
2014 is shaping up to be the warmest year.
Warmest year ever recorded for planet Earth.
Good morning, honorable delegates. My name is Alejandro Carcacho Campillo, and it will be a pleasure to be your president.
Kind regards, delegates. My name is Juan Pablo Corona, and I will be a pleasure to be your moderator.
Hello, my name is Samantha Gonzalez, and it will be a pleasure to be your secretary for the committee of the United Nations Framework Conference on Climate Change.
Your participation during this model is very important since the crisis on carbon emissions is a topic that should concern us all.
Air quality is a very alarming issue and very challenging when it comes to finding solutions. However, as a chair, we strongly believe in each and every single one of you.
In just 250 years, a very short time span compared to the Earth's history, humans have increased the quantity of CO2 in the atmosphere by around 40%.
Trusting all of your capabilities, we cannot wait to see you on the 30th edition of Munio.
For this, we need creativity, bright ideas, courage, and leadership.
Hola, mi nombre es Estíbaliz Valdelamar y yo voy a ser la presidenta del Consejo de Crisis. El Consejo de Crisis es un comité histórico que trata los temas que tuvo el Consejo de Seguridad en el pasado. Nuestro objetivo es discutir los temas y llegar a una mejor resolución.
Hola, soy Jennifer Padrón. El tema que hemos escogido para este año es el Muro de Berlín, que inició en 1961 y es uno de los conflictos más importantes de la Guerra Fría.
Building materials were brought out of nearby warehouses, and the notorious Berlin Wall began to take shape, to the great mystification of those on both sides who were soon to be out of sight of each other.
Hola, mi nombre es Amado y yo seré su moderador. Este conflicto inició gracias a la repartición de tierras alemanas después de la Segunda Guerra Mundial y el contexto actual de la Guerra Fría.
The communists control the East, the Allied powers, the West.
Este fue un conflicto de 28 años en el que los principales bloques afectados fueron la URSS con los países del este y Estados Unidos con los aliados, luchando por una Alemania dividida.
Para esta edición del Consejo, esperamos que nuestros delegados tengan la oportunidad de aprender del pasado, que aprovechen el presente y que mejoren el futuro para las siguientes generaciones.
La mejor forma de proteger el futuro es que los jóvenes del presente estudiemos el pasado, así evitando que la historia se repita.
Gracias por formar parte de este modelo. Esperemos que su experiencia como delegados forme parte del cambio que el mundo necesita y los ayude a crecer como los nuevos líderes del mañana.
Después de poner a salvo los objetos más estimados, arrojándolos por la ventana hacia el sector occidental, un fugitivo de la zona roja consigue la libertad saltando sobre una red que policías y bomberos del sector libre mantienen extendida para parar el golpe.
Un juez federal suspendió de manera indefinida la ley de la industria eléctrica porque puede afectar la competencia y la libre concurrencia y producir daños inminentes e irreparables al medio ambiente. Lo anterior porque fomenta la producción y el uso de energías convencionales que desincentivan la producción de energías limpias.
Bienvenidos, soy Alejandro Rodríguez Lau y este año tendré el honor de ser su presidente en este comité tan prestigioso, Cámara de Senadores. Este comité nos refleja cómo funciona la Cámara de Senadores real e involucra temas que nos afectan a todos como ciudadanos de este país.
La propuesta que está poniendo el presidente es de que primero se despachen las plantas de CFE, no importa qué tan contaminantes, caras e ineficientes sean, y al último, lo que sobre, justamente lo haga el mercado.
Hola, mi nombre es Diego Sánchez y este año seré su moderador en Cámara de Senadores. Abordaremos el tema de la revisión de la ley de la industria eléctrica, ya que hubo una controversia entre el anterior presidente Enrique Peña Nieto y el actual presidente Andrés Manuel López Obrador.
Ayer, en su conferencia mañanera, el presidente López Obrador llamó a las empresas al diálogo, pues calificó de injustos los subsidios establecidos por la reforma eléctrica del expresidente Peña Nieto.
Hola, mi nombre es Mariana Quino Leal y este año seré su secretaria. Estar en Cámara de Senadores implica un compromiso de cuerpo, mente y alma para forjar un mejor futuro. Bienvenidos a Cámara de Senadores.
Se aprobó ayer en la Cámara de Diputados que se quite el fuero al presidente y que el presidente en funciones pueda ser juzgado.
Hola, mi nombre es Paulina Díaz Santander y yo voy a ser la presidenta de la Suprema Corte de Justicia de la Nación. Más que una presidenta, espero ser una acompañante en esta etapa. También nos toca estrenar este comité, ya que es la primera vez de la Suprema Corte de Justicia de la Nación en nuestro modelo.
Los ministros consideraron que esta inmunidad no puede extenderse a ámbitos ajenos al Congreso de la Unión, pues se trata de una garantía que tienen siempre y cuando desempeñen su función legislativa.
Hola, soy Miroslava Lara Weinstein y seré su moderadora. Nuestro tópico será el Pleno juzga el foro político. Tópico que busca un avance en la democracia ante las reformas de materia anticorrupción y frente a la posibilidad de que la inmunidad se convierta en instrumento de impunidad.
Elegidos por el fuero. La Constitución establece que para enfrentar la acción de la justicia debe haber un fuero en un juicio político aprobado por ambas cámaras. El proyecto de dictamen propone reformar 6 artículos de la Constitución para eliminar el fuero, pero mantener la inmunidad.
Hola, mi nombre es Jimena Osorio y voy a ser su secretaria este Munio 2022. En alguna parte de nosotros está la idea de cambiar el mundo y mejorarlo, y sé que eso se puede lograr. Si quieres aportar tus propuestas, pensamientos y aprender en el proceso, te invito a que nos acompañes en la Suprema Corte de Justicia de la Nación. Así que, bienvenidos.
Je m'appelle Monica et je serai la présidente du comité de l'UNESCO cette année. En tant qu'organisation dédiée à la préservation de la paix pour la promotion de l'éducation, de la science et du patrimoine culturel, nous avons choisi un sujet vraiment important et récemment plus pertinent. Le manque partiel ou total d'opportunités éducatives et le manque d'accès à la recherche scientifique.
saamaynta uu ku yeeshay bulshada iyo waxbarashada ee cudurkan coronavirus aad iyo aad ay u badan tahay ma ahan wax la soo koobi kara caruur badan oo hami lahaa caruur badan oo isdhehaysay buugaagta manhajka in haddii gadaal laga keenay in ay si dhaqsi ah ku boobsi.
Bienvenue, je m'appelle Jimena Rojas et je serai la secrétaire de l'UNESCO, où vous aurez l'occasion de discuter des problèmes socio-éducatifs que beaucoup vivent et d'élever votre voix pour ceux qui ne peuvent pas. Nous vous attendons à bras ouverts.
waxaan lahay waalidiinta iyo gabdhaha noocayga oo kala ah da'deeda oo kala ah waxaan dhihi lahaa in dhanka waalidiinta in gabdhaha loo fasaxo inay la tartamaan wiilasha waxaan dhihi lahaa hadii la horgeeyo madaxweynaha oo liidaho maxaa ka dalban lahayd inuu ka bedelo dhanka iyo caqabadaha ay gabdhaha haysta waxaan dhihi lahaa inuu u ogolaado in gabdhaha ay helaan waxbarasho iyo caafimaad tayo leh.
Cette année, c'est très important le sujet à discuter à l'UNESCO parce que le manque d'éducation et de recherche scientifique, c'est un problème que le monde est actuellement et on doit chercher des solutions pour finir le problème. Je m'appelle Isabella Rangel Marín et je serai la modérateur de l'UNESCO.
L'accès à l'éducation et à la science n'a jamais été aussi menacé qu'aujourd'hui. C'est pourquoi cette année, Munio vous invite à participer à notre comité pour discuter des sujets qui comptent vraiment dans notre société. Nous sommes si heureux de vous rencontrer. À bientôt.
The Munio team hopes you enjoy this event and take advantage of it by learning about the topics and the point of discussion with the committee chairs. Welcome to the first step of Munio 2022. We hope you take part in this remarkable event.
Debido a la situación actual de pandemia, hemos implementado una dinámica para evitar aglomeraciones. Les pedimos seguir estas indicaciones de manera exacta y respetuosa. Se ha dividido esta feria en 4 zonas, rodeadas por un círculo de stands de comités. Cada grupo de alumnos iniciará en una zona, donde tendrá la oportunidad de recorrer los comités dentro de ese espacio, manteniendo el orden y la sana distancia en todo momento. Para cada zona dispondrán de un breve momento. Finalizado el tiempo, cada grupo completo deberá rotar hacia la zona siguiente a su izquierda, por lo que el flujo de movimiento de grupos siempre será hacia ese sentido. Se deberá respetar en todo momento el orden y el cumplimiento de los protocolos de salud y prevención, como lo es el uso correcto de la mascarilla y priorizar la sana distancia. Les recordamos que las salidas de emergencia se encuentran a su costado derecho y al terminar el evento, la salida será por la puerta cercana a la cafetería. Muchas gracias. Pueden ponerse de pie y acercarse a las mesas de su zona.
La capacidad de resiliencia que mostramos durante los momentos de incertidumbre y vulnerabilidad nos presenta nuestras mayores fortalezas. Cordial greetings, delegates. My name is Samuel Solorzano Yaden, and I am the Secretary for Logistics for the 13th edition of the Model of the United Nations Instituto Oriente. As part of the High Command, one of my duties is to guarantee everything in the model is ready at the time and place it is required or planned to be at. I also supervise, manage, and check sponsor plans, schedules, events, and the economic resources required for the realization of this model. Munio's organizing team is entirely composed by students, and with the support of the school, the model has evolved and adapted to not only be an example of the highest academic quality, but also to be an exercise in which individuals get to know different realities and develop a sense of action, when facing injustice and adversity. This pandemic has taken countless opportunities, but we are prepared for you to be part of this project. Thanks for your time.
Hello, delegates, and welcome to the 13th edition of Munio. My name is Jorge Adrián Guerrero Luis, and I will have the honor of being your secretary for committees during the model. As your secretary for committee, I'll be making sure that the work involving the chairs, the committees, and most importantly, you delegates, is well executed and reaches its full potential. This includes backgrounds, the topics of the committees, the debates during the model, your future working and resolution papers, etc. If you have any doubts about these aspects, please reach out to me. The problems that surround our world are not minor, and if we want to think about the future for humanity, it is our responsibility to find viable solutions for them. Munio is the perfect opportunity for you to start achieving the change you want to see in the world. Whether you care more about global healthcare, climate change, global security, corruption, discrimination, or so on, this model provides you with 13 committees in 3 different languages for you to choose which one you like the most according to your interests. It is the moment to take action. It is the moment to get involved. So what are you waiting for? Merci pour votre attention et nous espérons que vous joindrez au changement dans cette nouvelle édition de Munio.
The most difficult thing is making the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. The fears are paper tigers, and you can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life, and the process is its own reward. Amelia Earhart. Hello everyone, my name is Mariana Reyes Vargas, and I have the honor of representing the position of the Secretary General for the model of the United Nations Instituto Oriente 2022. My work is focused on the coordination and supervision of every single detail within the model, as well as facilitating the communication between the whole organizing team, the board of directives, and all the delegates who decide to be part of this experience. I am very pleased to greet you through this media to introduce you to this new project, Munio 13th edition. It is very important for us that all the participants know the current situations in the world through the eyes of a new generation. We have completed almost 2 years of this new way of life, in which learning has been a little more complicated and different. However, we trust that with the values and the strength learned in this time, we will achieve to overcome this situation as better human beings. The world is constantly evolving, and so are we. And we must be aware of the challenges that this implies, not as a future, but if not as the present generation that we are, and to be prepared to receive them with the responsibility that this entails. Trust in your abilities and strive to work for the change you want to see in the world, starting today. Je sais que ce sera une occasion mémorable, et nous serons très heureux de recevoir et d'accompagner toutes les personnes qui décideront de faire partie du modèle des Nations Unies de l'Institut Oriente. Merci.